following show is a paid program.
Family, how you doing? I'm so excited. On today, we have some great talent on today. Mr. Marcell Cassanova and Mr. Lyve, the chocolate crooner. So I just wanted to tell you, each of these guys has their own great style. Our topic today is Southern Soul music. Hey guys, how you doing?
Thanks for having us.
Oh, man. We were talking a little earlier about Southern Soul. We were talking about the music, and we were just talking about how to get started. We'll start with Mr. Lyve, the chocolate crooner. As everyone knows, I know you by Scoot Them Gators. Let's talk about you. Let's start with you. How did you get into it, the industry?
Well, originally I'm from Mississippi, and when I came here, I was on a journey of trying to find myself in music. You know, I was from Mississippi, and I wanted to get out of that little small country town and do something big in my music. So I came here and I got with, luckily I got in a group with H-Town. They was looking for members to start a little group. And I got in their group and started singing background, and we toured with them for about 8 years. But how I got into Southern Soul was I got a little older, and I didn't want to stop singing, so I found this Southern Soul, man, and I was like, wow, I can do that. I can do blues. I'm a country boy. I'm gonna start writing me some songs. And "Scoop Them Gators" was my first song, man, that I wrote. Like, it was the first song that I wrote for Southern Soul, and I'm loving it, man. I'm loving it.
I love that. Mr. Marcell Cassanova. I'm telling you, how did you get into the industry? Everybody loves Southern Soul, your new stuff.
Well, I've been in the industry for a while. I actually got into the industry through my brother, my older brother, Billy Cook.
Yeah.
Following in his footsteps, I've always written songs for him or had something to do with music in that way. But to get into the Southern Soul, I went to a blues concert and I saw these guys out there and I was like, I think I'm in the wrong genre. You know, I've been doing R&B and everything for a while, but it seemed like the Southern Soul it resonated with me. It felt better to me. And it was like, I felt like that's why I needed to be in. And here we go.
I like that. I like what you're saying. You have your own studio over there, Mr. Cassanova. Let's talk a little bit about it.
Yes, sir. I'm a certified Pro Tools engineer. I've been certified for over 10 years now. It's been a little longer than that, but I do my own recording, my own mixing, my own mastering, most of my own producing, shoot own videos, pretty much everything that it entails. Try to do everything in-house.
I like that. Mr. Lyve, the chocolate crooner. Everybody knows of the things that you do, but we were just talking about how a person comes from Houston and becomes national. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Well, like I said, you have to get out there and make yourself known in this industry because the industry is very, very small. So you have to travel. You have to put your music on all the outlets. You have to advertise every day. You just have to stop putting yourself in a box in Houston and doing talent shows or little shows. You got to put yourself in. You got to put yourself out there to get on some of these bigger shows so you can be recognized. Because the little talent shows and the over there in a little spot in the club ain't gonna do it, man. Ain't nobody gonna get to know you.
I'm telling you, I love that. And the reason I wanted Mr. Lyve to say that, me and Mr. Casanova have been laughing about him saying the talent shows, but they are.
Yeah,
They're little the talent shows.
talent stuff. When you know when the artist, you go, people say they got a show, and
Right.
everybody on the show either lip syncing or singing somebody else's song. That ain't no show. That's a talent show. That's what we did in school, like, and when I was 7. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That is
I'm
too
not lip
funny.
syncing. I'm singing my song. What these people doing, man? Like,
Yeah.
that's Houston, though.
That's
That's
Houston
that
for
Houston.
you. That's Houston for you. Well, the reason I wanted both of you all to come together, I thought the synergy that just your style. Both of you all have great styles. Both of you all have
Thank
invested in yourself. That's the real
you. Hmm.
deal. You have used your own money to invest in yourself. So it wasn't any label, it wasn't the marketing. You have done it every day on your own. And I like that. And I wanted people to know that you two, and it's many others, but you two that are part of Southern Soul, one thing you all both have said is you have to invest in yourself. Mr. Casanova, let's talk about investing in yourself, putting your money behind you.
Well, to start with, you have to believe in yourself
Yeah.
if you want somebody else to believe in you.
Yes.
And the best way to show someone else that you believe in yourself
Mm-hmm.
is to come out of your own pocket.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because when they say money talks,
Mm-hmm.
and they want your money they want to hear your money speaking before they want to add their money into the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So you may have one song that you're really pushing, and you got to go all in on that one song, and you may spend $5,000 or $10,000 promoting that one song to make sure if you believe in that song, then you'll spend that money for it.
Mm-hmm. That's
And
true.
and you can't stop. You got to keep pushing a project or a single or whatever it is. You have to keep pushing that if you want people to hear it.
Absolutely. Mr. Lyve, let's jump right in. You have to have what I like about you, you have a style too. Mr. Lyve, the chocolate crooner, where did that come from?
Chocolate, the chocolate crooner. Now, let me give you this backstory, a little small backstory. When I was under management with H Town, I started the Southern Soul thing. When I wanted to get into it, I got into it. They wanted to manage me. So one of the guys that was hanging around, he said, "Man, you need a crooner song." So I'm like, "Come on now, I'm feeling dumb now because I'm like, what is a crooner?" So I had went to the car and I looked it up on Google. Oh, it's a male artist, a male singer singing in a low tone voice or something like that. So
Right.
okay, that's what I am. So
Yeah.
okay, I'm a crooner. So I'm gonna be the chocolate crooner of Southern Soul. So ladies like chocolate, don't you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they've been asking
Like
about it, trust
chocolate.
me. Because we put that on
Yeah,
the flyer and they wanted to know the chocolate crooner.
chocolate crooner, baby.
I like
Yeah.
that. I'm gonna jump to Mr. Casanova. Talent. Everybody knows you by. How did that come about? The name Talent.
I do a variety of things. I'm certified in AC, swimming pools, music with Pro Tools. I work on cars. I do farm work. I do a little bit of everything. So I'm it's just talent.
I
So
didn't know
if
that.
you need something fixed, you call me.
I
I'm a
know who to
maintenance
call.
man. You know,
I know.
I do a little bit of everything.
I, look, Mr.
So
Talent ain't go.
that's where
Mr.
talent
Live,
came
Mr.
from.
Talent not gonna ever be broke. He always.
Hey, he ain't gonna never be broke. I know who to call
We
now.
know who to call now. We just advertising. We know who to call. One thing we know
Exactly.
for sure here in Houston is hot. So we're gonna need an AC guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's always a
Yeah.
business that's in use.
It's always a business and in use. You're sure right about that. Let's jump right in and let's talk about COVID-19. It has
Mm.
really stopped the world and impacted not only music industry but the world. And in looking
Yeah.
at the music industry, Mr. Live, this is one for you. How has it affected you and what have you seen in families?
When it first hit, I had like almost 15 shows booked,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and it has really hit me hard
Right.
for us the industry. But right now, I'm not looking to do any shows right now,
Mm-hmm.
because it's still out here. You know,
Right.
I know a lot of artists are doing shows or whatever, but I'm gonna choose to stay healthy first, y'all, until they say we good. You know, I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna either do my music, put some music out, advertise myself, so I can stay kind of relevant. But
Mm-hmm.
for performing right now, I don't think I'm ready. I'm not ready to go out there and be amongst a big crowd like that until I officially hear some government people say we're clear, not just people in the street.
Okay. I hear you. Mr. Casanova, same question to you about COVID.
Yeah, it's affected everyone differently.
Yeah.
The shows definitely, because I've had shows that had to be postponed until next
Yes.
year. Well,
Yes.
we're guessing that it's going to be, be able to do those
You
shows
sure
next
right.
year. But kind of like Mr. Live said, I'm not out looking to do shows
Mm-hmm.
because of the situation. And then I have family that I have to I have to care about. So if I put
Right.
myself in a situation to get sick or anything like that, then I'm jeopardizing my family's health as well. So
Absolutely. I
you have to
don't think
find other ways to.
to do shows. I don't think people think it's real. I still see people not masked up. I still people see people in groups, large groups. It was a huge
Right.
white party that I saw. It was going around on Facebook. I mean, it was huge. Like it's got to be
Yeah.
thousands of people together. It was at this
It's
event.
a lot of.
Not
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, not long ago, but I mean recently.
Yeah, but it's a lot of it's like especially in Louisiana, it's a lot of uh promoters and stuff putting on shows, and I'm talking about they out there in fairgrounds and stuff like that with
Right.
1,500 people out there now. So
Wow.
no, don't get me wrong. I want to get on this stage. I love this stage. I want to
Yes.
be amongst people. I want to perform. Don't get me wrong with that. But I have to think about myself. I have to think about my family and my friends.
Yes.
So right now, the crooner is on ice.
All right. Mr. Casanova, have you seen some things like that? Same thing? Even in stores and stuff. It just
Same
seems like
thing.
they're not masked. I don't know.
Yeah, I've been in stores and a lot of people don't wear the mask.
Right.
Even if you don't believe that it's real, for the sake of the other people that you're going to be around,
Right.
you want to put a mask on. You want to protect yourself. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's just like, but it's just like having unprotected sex. You're taking a chance.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're going to get.
I like that. That is, that's true. You don't know what you're going to get. Let's try to explain a little bit. People don't understand Southern Soul. Mr. Lyve, let's try to do that, and then Mr. Casanova. Just describing Southern Soul, because people in the North always think in their minds it's really just blues, and they think it's just for the South.
Yes. No, it's not just for the South. Southern Soul is right now at the level that we at. We are the. Remember when the rap game first came out? It
Right.
came in effect. We the new rap game.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody don't know what's going on. They don't know everything about it. They trying to find out stuff about it. That's how it was with rap.
Mm-hmm.
And people like, oh, this gonna fade out. This not gonna never fade out because blues has been around since the beginning of time. Blues is the mother of all music.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
Southern Soul, I think, and this is just my opinion, my
Right.
concept, that it is the contemporary version
Mm-hmm.
of,
Yeah.
like, like when Kurt Franklin came out,
Right. For gospel.
gospel, they called his version of gospel now is called contemporary gospel.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I think this version of blues is,
Mm-hmm.
because it's still blues. It
Mm-hmm.
just got a hip hop twist to it. Some
Mm-hmm.
people can put R&B twist to it. You can put whatever you want in Southern Soul, but it
Mm-hmm.
got to be it's something about the little sound. I don't know. It got to have that little sound whatever that sound is,
Right.
it better be in that song. But to make it Southern soul, but
I
Southern
love it.
soul is to me is contemporary blues. That's what.
Yes, yes, yes. Mr. Casanova, let's jump right in. Southern Soul. And why did you choose it?
I didn't choose Southern
It
Soul.
chose you, huh?
It chose me. I mean,
You're right.
but just honestly, like I said, I was at a concert and it had hit me, and it was like, whoa, what is this? What am I listening to? You know,
Mm-hmm.
and it just captured me, and I was like, I've been on the cusp of this whole time, and didn't really, because I never could really just find my where I fit in at.
Right.
Because I can do everything. I produced all kind of music
Mm-hmm.
and everything, but it's like something about the Southern Soul that grabbed me. It got a certain, it make you feel. See, my label is called Feel Good Music.
Mm-hmm.
So the Southern Soul music has to make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it got to put you in that groove, and it don't matter what's going on when you hear it. Something on your body gonna start moving to that music. And Southern Soul is basically it's feel good music.
It is. It is. It is. I like that what you're saying about the feel good music. The other thing that we were talking about, and going back to the business side, people don't know that they can not only do marketing on Facebook and Instagram. They've really got to get out there. You really, you know, you still got to get out.
Yeah.
You know.
You got to get out there. Facebook is a good for Southern Soul. Facebook is good advertising because most of the age range
group.
of Southern Soul are older people, and they're more on Facebook, not Instagram.
Right.
So you good advertise on Facebook for Southern Soul. It is a good tool, but you need more. You need more. You need more. You need you know, you need your name in the mix. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
Put your name in the mix.
Yeah.
Make some calls. You know, some people are embarrassed to make calls. No, I'm gonna call the phone and say, hey man, my name is Mr. Lyve, man. I want you to listen to my music.
Yeah.
And you know, say next time you have a show, you know, holler at me. And hey, I'll open up and doing it. If you like what you see, hey,
Right.
we can go on further, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's good. Mr. Casanova, same thing?
The biggest thing with it is the collaboration aspect of it.
Yes.
He lending a hand out, and you know, like this, we on the Cam Hill show right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You lent out a hand, and we grabbed a hold of it, and now we're here, and now more people will get the opportunity to know what Southern Soul is.
Right.
And that's what it's all about. Everybody reaching out and helping each other, and nobody looking down on somebody like they're better than them.
Exactly.
That's
what I
the
like about
thing.
both of you guys. That's why I wanted you two to be on here together because of that. So let's do this. Let's take a break, and we'll be right back. Cam Hill Show.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service, striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call attorney Willie Powell.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, thanks so much for coming back. I'm talking to Mr. Lyve, the chocolate crooner, and Marcell Casanova. Hey guys, let's pick up where we left off. I think we left off with Mr. Casanova talking a little bit about Southern Soul.
Yeah, it just collaboration. That's what we were on. We were on collaborating. Mm-hmm. Everybody helping hands, reaching out to each other. Mm-hmm. Nobody looking down on each other. And just, if you see something that you think that can benefit someone else and you had the ability to do that, then you reach out to them. And a lot of times, with any music genre, it's, I don't fool with this person or I don't fool with that. Because what's going to happen if we don't start sticking together, somebody else is going to come in and take over.
Absolutely. And I'm glad you mentioned that to both of you. I wanted to just say that I just found out from, and shout out to Jerry King and some more people that have sent me information. One thing is it's $1 billion company as far as Southern Soul itself, just the music itself, and it's owned by African Americans. A lot of people don't know that part. As I started researching and looking at it, I said, wow, nobody's picked up on this. This is our opportunity. This is it. This is it. Mr. Lyve, you spoke on that. You spoke about investing in yourself and how don't do the talent shows anymore.
Right. This Southern Soul, I feel that one artist, I don't know who or she or whoever that person is, there is going to be an artist that's going to put Southern Soul out the world. I don't know who it is. It may be Marcell. It may be me. It may be somebody we don't know. Right. But once it does that, I mean, put this certain song out that is going to just take over the whole, not just country, the world, then we will get bigger eyes on this. Yes. And what is, we just don't have these certain eyes on us right now. Right. And what we do, like Marcell said, we do need to come in and get together and be a unit on things and stop backbiting each other, because that's going on a lot in Southern Soul too.
Wow. Okay.
Backbiting and jealousy and things like that. With coming from major artists to artists that are coming up. Yes. There are major artists. There are major artists who are doing the most hating or whatever you want to call it, or But what we have to do as the artists that's coming up and new to this, we have to show them, no, the unity is here. Right. The unity is here. It's with us. We get class and we bringing this in. We're not your competition. Right. Although it is a competition thing, because I want my record to sell. I want you want your record to sell. Hey, we all want to be the biggest artist in Southern Soul or in the world. I know I do. But I'm not a competition in the way that that I'm gonna say something bad about you, or I'm gonna do something that I'm gonna go to a promoter and say, no, don't put him on there. I don't want him on there. Right. I see what you're saying. You got people out here doing that. You got people out here doing it. And if we don't stop that as artists, you can say black people or whatever you can throw in there, if we don't stop this, we are going to get taken over, and we're going to lose our power in Southern Soul. Right. Somebody's going to come in and be smart about it and be say, okay, I'm doing this and this, and next thing you know, we're going to be forgotten about. Absolutely. And they're going to call it something else. They ain't going to call it Southern Soul. They're going to call it something else. Right. Absolutely. I agree with that. Mr. Casanova, any
I just want to say you were right about collaboration, and I want to extend on that both of you all always, as I've looked at just looked at your resumes and other things, you do collaborate and you do reach out to, each other and things like that, because you do know that going up together is better than going up alone, many times, especially us as a people. We've got to start pulling together. If we don't pull together, we're gonna leave. Everybody else knows our worth. I'm gonna be honest about it, but us. Yeah. Everybody else knows how valuable we are, but us.
And some people that people that understand about the collaboration is like somebody who reached out to me and my partner Kizzo.
Yes.
Chopper Law. If you heard of Chopper Law, Chopper Law reaches out to everybody. He will work with any and everybody. He does not discriminate, and he will help you and give you all the resources that he has. He will put those resources at your disposal, and he don't say, "Man, you're gonna have to give me something for doing this." No, he's a genuine guy. So Chopper Law, thank you.
Shout out to Chopper Law. Shout out to him, Mr. Lyve. Jump right in, because you collaborate with people. He opens his door too.
I'm collabing right now with a couple of guys from Houston. Ken. I got King. He writing a song for me. I got Hollywood Hayes. He's producing, writing songs for me. Like, my new project is going to be crazy because I studied Southern Soul. Right. And the first project I had, it got its R&B sound kinda. If you listen to my stuff, but the new stuff, we got collabing with these Southern Soul cats out here in Houston and other places, studying the game. Yes, it's gonna. My new project, I feel, is gonna be probably some of the best work I've ever done since I've been singing. Wow. Not just the Southern Soul.
That's good. That's good. That's good. It's good to be able, during this time through COVID, I think it's really going to bless a lot of people. And the reason I say that, because we got time. You know what I mean? We've had time to pause. We haven't been running and going and, can't do anything. We got plenty of time. So I like what you guys do. You didn't stop. You continued with your craft. You're continuing to produce. You're continuing to work. You're continuing to do things while other people are at home worried about COVID. You all are making the best of what you have right now.
Right. Right.
Sure. That's it. And I got to put my bid in to get on this album with Mr. Lyve with some producing or writing or fabricating or something.
Yeah, you got to do that, Mr. He the crooner.
As a matter of fact, I was going to get your number for the league because I got something about an idea already, man.
Yeah, because look, I'm telling you over there, I'll tell you, one thing about Mr. Cassanova, he does everything. We need his number just because he do everything.
He did number fast.
But I like that about both of you in saying that there needs to be a change in that part. There has to be, everybody's got to be on the same page and help each other to go up and get this music out so people can know what you're doing.
Yeah, Houston is, see, we got to build this Southern Soul thing up in Houston.
Yes.
Houston is not a main part. It's what I'm trying to say. It's not a big Southern Soul area. People like Southern Soul and they listen to it. Yes, they love the music, but they're not gonna come to your shows like that.
Yeah. But Louisiana.
But in Louisiana,
is big.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's not as big here in Houston as we need to make it.
Right.
Yeah. Because we got a big artist out there, TL1. He's one of the big artists out here. He lives right here in Houston.
Wow.
I toured with him. You know what I'm saying? We together. But Houston is just now playing this guy's music, and he's been in the game 5 years.
Wow.
Just playing his music like in January.
Mm-hmm.
Till one, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got big records.
Right.
So that's the thing. Everybody in the game of music. That's the radio. That's the DJs out here. That's
Yes.
the artists. That's the promoters out here. We all got to work together to get this Southern Soul thing big. Or we
Yes.
just gonna be we just gonna continue just to be another city these artists can come to do a show and leave.
Right.
You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Mr. Cassanova, what you think we need to do with Southern Soul? What additional things need to happen?
It sounds repetitive, but it's the collaboration aspect of it. Because from radio to, you have a great start.
Yeah.
You reaching out to people and you bringing them along and you setting the stage for and showing everyone this is how it should be done.
Right.
We get together and we make this happen.
Right.
Like the song me and Kizzo and Billy Cook have called "Get Together." You know, you got to get together to make something happen.
Right.
And what most of the time with Houston, this is Houston in general. Houston waits for you to blow up somewhere else, and then they claim you.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You go out somewhere else and you get famous, and you have you making $10 million, and now Houston, oh, he from my backyard.
Right.
That's my cousin. That's my brother.
Right.
That's the big thing. It's the collaboration. Except me now. So sometime later on, that's why they'll leave Houston after that.
Right.
Because it's like, you never supported me in the beginning. I don't want your support now. I can do without it. I've done without it for this long.
Yeah. I agree. Mr. Lyve, what you think? A lot of people gone to Atlanta from Houston and L.A. and D.C. But they've all started, they were born here in Houston. I've heard so many.
That's what Houston does, man. Like there should be no reason, at least like you don't play some of the local artists here in Houston.
Yes.
On Sundays. I know that's the Southern Soul Hour, but every now and play some Hollywood Hayes, play some Mr. Lyve, play some Marcell Cassanova, play us.
Yes.
At least, once or twice a weekend, we're not asking for much, but we're from y'all city and we're from your town.
Right.
We're trying to do the music industry. Don't claim me when I'm out there and everything is big, and don't claim me then. Don't want to interview me then. Don't want me to do all those down then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'll go back to the people who was doing the talent shows and do them a free show before I do.
I can't, Mr. Cassanova. It is Mr. Lyve, no. Mr. Lyve, no. See, I wasn't gonna break down like this. I tried not to break down, but you just.
But he has a point though.
He does.
You rather do for somebody that has done for you.
Yes.
Right. At least at that time they did respect me, you know what I'm saying? They put me on it, so
But you're right about that. Because Louisiana, that's right.
Don't put me on the Houston Blues Festival now. When you kind of blew up. I'm going over here to this cafe tonight, and me and this guy over here who had the talent show, we gonna do it all night.
He ain't going with the talent show, but he's right about that. Yeah, because Louisiana really loves a lot of Houstonians. They love the music. Oh my God, you go over there and you just, you walking on water. You go to, California, Atlanta. A lot of people going to Atlanta. Houstonians.
That's my biggest support is in Louisiana.
Yes.
That's why that's why I do a lot of my shows at.
Right.
I'm getting most of my support system comes from Louisiana. I have a female group of ladies. They're a lady club called the Boss Set.
Yes.
And they love Southern Soul, but they help out the upcoming artists. And I'm fortunate to be one of the artists that they promote a lot and talk a lot about. So I'm really grateful for those ladies over there.
Mr. Chocolate Crooner, I think there's a lot of ladies just talking about you. Because I'm telling you, when I had both of you all on, on the flyer, my phone rang and rang and rang. We want to know about the chocolate crooner. We want to know about Mr. Cassanova.
The chocolate crooner is in the building. I ain't shaved up like I want.
Hey,
I'm good.
they don't care. The chocolate crooner and Mr. Casanova, they want to know about you too. So I said I had to put you together. I had to tell people because those ladies were like, wait a minute, Cal, when they coming on? So
Well,
know
ladies,
that you all are here. I'm telling you, I don't have to have that call anymore. They sitting on there and they looking. But I love the fact about the collaboration. I truly agree with that. We've got, and Mr. Lyve, the same thing. We've got to come together, or there will be another race to take the music. Now, I'm gonna say it like that. I'm trying to be politically correct. Politically correct.
I left that out earlier, but you know.
But I'm gonna leave it like that. There will be another race to take they will take the music.
That's why I said the eyes when I was talking about the eyes.
That's it.
The eyes seen us yet.
That's it.
Those eyes see us. That's when that thing gonna blow up.
Exactly. Kind of like rock and roll came about later on, but rock and roll took the music of us. They weren't out there, but they took that music, you know, and they just switched it around and put their names on it. It was our music, but they switched it around and put their names on it.
Yes, the Rolling
Same thing happened with R&B. Same thing happened with hip hop.
Yeah, same thing. You're right. Absolutely, Mr. Lyve, you said it. So I was trying to be politically correct, but I just said another race. But that's how. that's how.
The eyes. We just gonna say the eyes.
That's it. The eyes. Well, it's $1 billion industry. Once they really realize that and look, it is. It really is.
It is.
It is.
It is.
You know.
It is.
And it has its own type of sound. When you hear it, you say, yeah, that's Southern Soul.
You know what it is.
Yeah.
You know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Marcell gonna be we're gonna be leading this Houston charge.
There you go.
March now.
There you go. You're gonna lead the Houston March. Sure. Break the ceiling of that. Y'all gonna be out of there. They're gonna know what Southern Soul is.
We're gonna break that ceiling. We're gonna be all right.
There you go.
We're gonna be all right.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
There you go. There you go. We were just talking about the local and the mainstream, and we were talking about investing in yourself. Let's talk about contracts, because a lot of people don't know they need representation many a times. If they're not reading the contract, they just signing. They do it, or they doing a handshake and writing it on a napkin or something, you know?
Right. My thing with a contract in Southern Soul right now, you don't need a contract. You just need and some good music and some good hustle. And not even you can get a manager if he or she is a good manager. But if you it's calling you and you don't have your name out there, why do you have a manager? So I was just, get yourself rolling first. Like I say, me and Marcell said that people want to see you doing what you're doing.
Right.
And putting yourself out there and how much grind and will you got into making yourself bigger. So I feel signing a contract, you signing away your privilege, basically, what you do. You know what I'm saying? When you sign a contract, and nowadays there are 360 contracts where half and half of everything you do, merchandise, everything, half of your money on your performing, merchandise, everything, and which really is not a good deal. If you go out here and you spend your money to get merchandise, and the label didn't put on no money to get that merchandise, why do I owe you money that you didn't give me, label, to purchase this merchandise, to get this merchandise, or this flyer, this stuff, you know what I'm saying? So I think a new artist coming up, only thing you need is the willpower, the set to say, I'm going to be a star, and the grind of doing it.
Sounds good. We're going to jump. Okay, we're going to take a break real quick, and we'll have Mr. Cassanova and Mr. Lyve. We'll be talking to them again. Be right back.
We'll be right back to the Cam Hill Show after these messages.
When it comes to protecting yourself and your partners, all the information out there can be overwhelming. Visit our website. We are a free and confidential service striving to help you stay informed and stay notified. We are committed to a healthy Houston.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. Drive the new 2020 Cadillac XT4, only $399 a month, or the new 2020 XT5, only $429 a month, both for 39 months lease with just $1 down. Or purchase the XT4 or XT5 and enjoy 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
Have you been injured in an 18-wheeler accident, truck accident, car accident? Was someone texting and ran into the back of you, not paying attention? It doesn't matter what it is. Give me a call, Attorney Willie Powles. We'll fix it today. The number is 281-881-2457. Again, that number is 281-881-2457. We'll fix it today. Call Attorney Willie Powles.
Houston's only Cadillac to your door dealer, Ron Carter Cadillac, delivers test drives to your home or office. For a limited time, get $16,000 off all in-stock Cadillac 2019 XT5 crossovers and $19,000 off all in-stock 2019 CT6 sedans. Or experience the first ever 2020 Cadillac XT6 Premium Luxury Collection, only $519 with $1 down for 39 months lease. Or purchase and receive 0.9% APR for 72 months with no payments until November. RonCarterCadillac.com.
And now back to the Cam Hill Show.
Hey, thanks so much for coming back. We were talking to Mr. Lyve and Mr. Cassanova. Mr. Lyve, you were I at the end on the break. I heard something. You said something else.
Yeah, I was just saying that. I was just saying about the contracts, you
Right.
know, and that signing a contract as a new artist. I'm just saying I wouldn't do it because, you know, you're basically signing away your privilege to do things and to go out yourself and make money yourself and grind yourself. So that's my advice to someone coming in the game, to just start yourself and build yourself up and get your fan base together before you want to sign a certain contract to someone.
Absolutely. Mr. Cassanova, jump right into a new artist. What would you tell them?
If it's going to be worth it in the long run, if you have a game plan, I say it's okay, depending on what your game plan is. Now, if you know if you're going to sign a 1-year deal with somebody or a 2-year deal, and what you're going to get out of that deal, if that deal is going to bring you notoriety and going to set you up for the future, then put yourself in a situation that'll better your future. Now, in that sense, I would say you could sign some type of contract. But if you don't have anything, nobody, like Mr. Lyve said, if nobody's checking for you, then there's no reason for you to sign anything with anybody, because actually nobody's going to sign anything with you because you don't have anything for them to sign for. You're going to be paying somebody to represent you versus when you're on and people asking for you, they're going to get a percentage of what they get for you. So that's my take on it.
Absolutely. I like what you're both saying. But I like the fact that Mr. Lyve and Mr. Casanova, both of you said about collaboration. So you, the new artist, can do that yourself. Go meet some people. You got to go out there and see the artists that are already there. Go talk to them.
Yeah.
Go say, hey, you know what? I've got some music, Can you listen to this? Talk to some DJs. Talk to some more people. I don't know why DJs won't play the music. I'm a little confused about that. What's up with that? I don't know. Anyway.
I don't know.
I don't. What is up with that? But I'll leave it alone. We're not gonna touch that.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's some music out here that don't need to be played either.
Mr. Lyve, don't take the bait. Don't take the bait.
Don't do it. We're not gonna do it. We're gonna jump on to something else. We're gonna jump to something else. Yeah. We'll jump to something else. We'll talk off. Lied about that, but yeah, that one right there, I don't understand, but it's all good. You all are out here. You all have gone around. I mean, the world really just traveled. And your music has too. Really, strangely enough, Europe and all, they really like music. They love Southern Soul. I've heard a lot of When I was putting this flyer out and I was telling about you guys, I had a lot of people from the UK hit back. Say, yeah, we like that.
The UK is one of the biggest supporters of music. It's weird when you think about it because you're like, I've never been there or anything, but you look at your sales and everything. It's like I have a lot of plays in the UK. I got a lot of streaming and everything come from the UK. I got sales from the UK.
Yeah, they like the music.
They love music.
They do. They love the music, and they listen to it.
The reason why I think they love it and they listen to it, America put a cap on everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, okay, you old school.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? That's old school music. Or that's just hip hop. Or you know what I'm saying? They don't play, out here they don't play the old school music until it's old school music hour. You get what I'm saying? So I feel that the UK people just listen to music.
Yeah.
They just listen to music. Yeah. They ain't putting no cap on what is what. They don't care when it came out.
Right.
They don't care who it is. If they like it, they gonna like it.
That's true. I agree with that. And I do agree with that.
I think that's another problem that we have in America, that we put a lot of cap on stuff.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it should be a cap on music, because if you love the sound, if you love music is universal, man. That's why they love it. So it's universal. So you got to stop putting a cap on it and just love music.
And they love music. They really do. They buy it. They really do purchase it. Especially since COVID, they really have been buying it. A lot of it, because many of them at home and things like that. But they love the music. They love the sound. They love to dance. Mm-hmm. They like dancing.
Mm-hmm. But it starts like Mr. Lyve saying. But with that, the reason is because we don't control it.
Yeah.
That's why it's a cap put on. There's an age limit. Oh, you're not supposed to be doing this at a certain age, or no, we don't want to hear that from you at this time of the day, because everything is corporatized.
Yeah,
everything is corporate now.
Yeah.
So, and if we don't have control of it, we don't have the power.
Right.
So when we lose the power, see, that's why Southern Soul is so much different. Like you were saying, Cam, we own the music. We own everything about it right now.
Right.
And as long as we do that and we have the power and we put stuff in place, that should be an empire, for Southern Soul.
Right. Right.
And that will put us in power and keep us in power.
Mm-hmm. I think most people don't know that part, that you own, that we own it. They don't know that part. They don't have an idea or a clue. It seems to me that people don't know really what it is and that you own it and it's yours. You know what I mean? I don't think they know that part, because if that's the case, I don't know why they wouldn't play it every day and all day. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, we need our own radio stations.
Yeah,
that are not ran by the corporate, the eyes.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a thought. Yeah. That's the eyes. I like that. That's the thought. That truly is. I like that. What else is needed? What else do you think that you would tell anybody young that maybe is starting in this game? Because you all are in. You all got it. You all have major music that's out and has been all over. You all have had concerts and stuff. Mm-hmm.
I'll say just like I say, just listen and believe in yourself first. You got a lot of artists that they family don't believe in it, but if you believe in you and you believe you can do this and you believe, go off of you, live your life and go off of you. Don't go off of what nobody else tell you or what they hear. One song they don't like. You probably got. You're gonna maybe that one song that one person didn't like, so you're gonna stop singing. No, continue to grind. Look, man. Only special people. It's special people out there just get that one song and they just take them everywhere.
Right.
special time. You got to keep grinding and stay on top of yourself, man, and just believe in you. If you believe in you, nothing stops you. I
Right.
don't care what nobody says.
Mr. Casanova, you too? Because you have a recording
Do
art,
your
a recording studio.
right. You have to do your research, and you have to have some standards for yourself. That's what a lot of people don't have. They don't have standards for themselves. Some people will do anything and everything, but you have to get to a point to where you say, okay, I'm only doing this. It doesn't matter what somebody tries to offer me or what someone tries to tell me. I'm only going so far. I'm not going to sacrifice myself just so I can win, because then you're going to actually lose.
Okay. Mr. Lyve, we're getting ready to close out before long. We want you to tell how can people get your music and what would you like to leave with the viewers?
Yes, you can find all of my music on any outlet, that's Spotify, Apple, any outlet. You can find on my music for 99 cents. I have Scoot Them Gators out, Morning
Yeah.
Light Love,
Yeah.
Hard Loving Somebody, City Country Boot Thing, and Ratchet Classic. So those are 5 songs I have out. The one that I'm pushing right now is a City Country Boot Thing. And I like to close with people out with saying, uh, just be, like I said, just be you. Continue to grind and stay on top of your music. Write every day. Read. Get your lyrical game up. For us, this music. Listen to other people. Listen to other music. Make sure you just on top of what you're doing in the industry, because it's all a craft. So study your craft so you can get better.
I like that. Mr. Casanova, where can people find your music and what would you like to leave with the viewers?
You can find me on every outlet: iTunes, Apple Music. Search Marcell Cassanova, Pandora, all of that. And then what you can do is you can go to my website. I am Marcell Casanova. I'm sorry, MarcellCasanova.com. You can go to my website and check out the SoulOutTour.com website. That's featuring me, myself, Billy Cook, and Kizzo. And what I would tell everyone is, kind of like Mr. Lyve said, be yourself, trust in yourself. Trust yourself. If something don't feel right, don't go with it. Trust your gut. And just live your life the way you want to live it, because nobody else can live it for you.
Wow. Like that. I look towards this collaboration. Yeah, go ahead, Mr. Lyve.
That's Mr. Lyve spelled with Lyve. That's Lyve, not Li. Spelled with a Y.
I like that. I like that. I'm going to see these two not too far down the line. I'm telling you, Mr. Lyve and Mr. Casanova, they're going to have, man, I think they're going to be taking over Southern Soul. I can tell right now. These two, keep watching them, keep seeing them, because they are about to blow the top off. I'm telling you, right now, these two, I can see this collaboration coming together, because they both have some great music and they both know what they're doing. Southern Soul hasn't seen anything yet till you see this collaboration going. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. God bless you and God keep you. Thank you for everything. I appreciate the opportunity.
Make sure y'all get that country Southern love.
There you go, country Southern love. And shout out Mr. Lyve. What's the other one? What's yours?
City Country Boo Thing's the latest things out, but you can go on YouTube and everything. I got everything on there. Mr. Lyve, Lyve.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. God keep you. Hey guys, we'll see you on tomorrow. We'll have Miss Nellie, Mr. Sexy Thing. That's what she sings. And also Chick Rogers, Messed Up. See you tomorrow. Bye.